Hey guys, this is Vandal with CVW-66 and we're going to do the F-18 cold start tutorial. You probably already know how to do this, but I'm just going to run through what I do. Hopefully be able to show you how to do everything in a pretty quick sequence as we want to get started and taxiing as quick as we can. We'll go through alpha check, setting up your displays, the waypoint entries as well. We'll cover that. So let's get going. Start with the O-bogs, get the battery on, and we'll start the APU. Let's close the canopy. Now, I'm just running through this from memory. At some point, we'll probably end up having a checklist that we can follow. You can find a Chuck's Guide tutorial checklist to put it on your knee board as well, whatever you want to do. APU's running, we'll start the right engine. Bring it out of cutoff. Now we can't talk to anybody, which you probably know, until we actually get an engine running. So that's why I'm starting the right engine now. Usually it's kind of what we'll have to do just to get our comms online. So as soon as it comes online, I'm going to go to COM 1 button 2 and COM 2 button 2. And that stems from earlier in our MDC package creation tutorial. We set our flight dodge 1 to COM 1 button 2. So I'm just doing that now so that we can at least talk with our wingman and to Nellis ground. Alright, now let's start the left engine. I will typically try to follow a top-down, left-to-right pattern for my flows and a back-to-forward. So you'll see a little bit more of that here in just a second. Okay, both engines are online and running. So I'm going to come back and start the INS alignment since it takes a while. So we'll start back there, and now let's come up here top, left display, and the right display. Turn those on. HUD on. Center on. RWR, DCM will turn those on, but not the dispenser since we're on the ground. Let's set our bingo from our tutorial, the package MDC creation tutorial. We set 5,000. We've got that set. And we'll engage the standby attitude indicator. Center display is alive. The countdown timer is running. That's good. Come back here from the back. We'll move forward. Flight control reset. Trim reset. Got the strobes to bright. Formation lights on. Or excuse me, position lights on. Formation lights off. Hook gets set to field. Landing lights off. And let's get on for a paved surface. Flaps half. Launch bar is retracted. We're all good. It looks like our timer is done. We'll go to nav. Alright, now let's get some displays going. Let's do IFF on, and we'll turn the data link on. Come down bottom. I like my HUD labels. It's optional. Up to you. SA, we'll get the SA page set up. There we go. We'll leave it on SA for now. Now we'll come up and let's set up our TACAN. Okay, pull up our MDC. So we're going to be 20 since you're going to be in the lead for this flight. 20 Yankee. Your wingman will set 83. 20. Air to air, Yankee, and we'll turn that on. Now we'll come over to the HSI and to TACAN. So with me set to 20, your wingman set to 83, that's 63 numbers apart, we would normally be getting a DME reading. Much like we have a waypoint reading right here, a DME. distance. If he was set correctly, we would see 0.0 since we are sitting next to each other. We will call that timber sweet, meaning we're both getting distance information off the other. But right now, since we don't have a wingman in this tutorial, we would say we're timber sour. We do not have TAC and DME. But anyway, that is how you set that up, and when you hear timber sweet, timber sour, that's what that means. Let's move on, and we're going to enter our waypoints. Actually, we're going to do our alpha check first. So lead would have the rest of his flight report when they're ready for an alpha check, which means we're going to run through the waypoints. They say they're ready. So everybody starts on waypoint 1. Lead calls 300 for 22.9, and the wingman check confirm that, and then just continues. Waypoint 2 is 009 for 67.8. Everybody confirms 353 for 92.9, and that was the end of our waypoints. Now we have more to enter from the tutorial, but those are the 3 that are already programmed. Now waypoint 3, that is also bullseye on this training mission. So we're going to go to data with waypoint 3 selected. Data, and we're going to set waypoint 3 as an air-to-air waypoint. I'm going to get the cursor off. See waypoint 3 there. Let's go back to HSI, and we'll set waypoint 1. So we will navigate to waypoint 1, but if we come over to our radar display, down here, the bottom center, 186 for 92.9. That is our bullseye. And if we come back to waypoint 3, 92.9, 92.9. The difference is that this is a bearing to, and this is bearing from. Alright, so our bullseye position's 186 for 92.9. There you go. Now, let's enter the remaining waypoints. Alright, we'll pull up our MDC. Now we had MOA Center, and that is it's in precise. We have 3 decimal places. Okay, so we're going to go with waypoint boxed. We're going to go to data. Now there's several ways you could do this. You could go right to the upfront controller. We got waypoint 4 selected here, but we're only showing 3 waypoints. You could go to the upfront controller and start entering your positions from this spot. But what I found is it won't give you the line. It won't draw out your whole route with the remaining waypoints there. There's probably a way to do it. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm sure it's probably incredibly simple. So I'm going to show you a different way. If you go to the waypoint sequence here and insert number 4, there we go. Now we've inserted waypoint 4. Alright, still showing that. So let's go ahead and click on precise. Notice we only have 2 decimals, 2 digit places here after the decimal. Precise will give us 4. Now upfront controller, position, north 3736. Just gotta hit the north first, 3736, and we'll enter. And then 415. Enter. Alright, so you enter the first set of digits and you press the enter button. Then you enter after the decimal and press the enter button again. So now we have west 115.40. Enter. And we have 316. Enter. And the elevation, it was an airborne waypoint. If you knew the ground elevation, you could enter that as well. But we'll just, it was 62 something. We'll just do that. It's not really required, it's just airborne navigation. Okay. Now, you would do that for the remaining waypoints 5 through 8. And that's going to show our pogs. I won't make you sit here and watch me, so I'm going to cut away. And I'll bring you back when that's all done. Okay, I'm back with you. And I've got all 8 of our waypoints entered. Took quite a while. I just went ahead and entered 6,000 feet because it was easier. But all are entered. And now if we come down, just use this bottom display. Let's get the stick out of the way so you can see easier. Got waypoints highlighted, and let's hit the sequence, back to sequence 1. There we go. So showing our route, and we'll go out to the 160 scale, and here we go. You can see there's waypoint 1, 2, 3, 4 is the center, and then here is the little box we made for our MOA. So once we get out to that area, we'll know we have to stay within that little box. Now, that is how to enter waypoints to the precise mode, but occasionally you might have an MDC that would be in degrees, minutes, seconds. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how to enter one of those waypoints as well. So let's go to waypoint sequence again. We're going to insert a waypoint 9. We're going to take it out of precise mode, and we're going to go up here to AC, aircraft. Right there, it's in decimals. We'll click to seconds, degrees, minutes, seconds, and back to waypoint. Now, it's important, you want to go to waypoint 9, not waypoint 8, or you will enter this information on top of waypoint 8. So waypoint 9, up front controller, and we'll do position north 36, 46, 20. North 36, 46, 20. Got them all, and enter. Notice with degrees, minutes, seconds, we can enter the entire line. West 115, 2712. Enter. And this one has an elevation of 3480. There we go. And there's our 9th one. Showed up as well. So that's how you go ahead, enter in both precise and then degrees, minutes, seconds. Let's see, let's get rid of that, and guys, we're basically ready to go. The ejection seat and the taxi light, those come a little later. Obviously the seat once you get out to the runway. But yeah, that's a cold start tutorial covering the waypoint entry, alpha check, TACAN, getting that all set up. Hope you found it helpful. We'll see you in the sky.